dropped his government in the shit too. He's
What?
Terrence Thornton.
Terrence?
I'm Terrence
Yeah.
Crawford. I'm whooping feet, nigga.
I'm
What?
whooping feet.
Whooping feet, nigga. Oh shit,
Hey,
man.
and even I'd say I didn't even
When
know
I
that.
see you stand by oh, when I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You
Ooh.
might pop
Hey,
ass
that's
with him.
that's that's that last third leg where he said, "I ain't even bled him yet. Can I bleed him?"
Oh, I bleed him.
and
Yeah.
that and in the on the third leg though is funny, man. He sounds it almost sounds like he channels like some inner dragon.
Mm,
That's what it sounds like. I'm listening like,
mm.
oh,
I mean,
I hear
he
dragon.
changing with the beat,
No,
nigga.
I
That's the
know.
thing.
I
Like
know, I know, but
that's
no, I'm saying, but it sounds like
no,
dragon.
I'm saying yes. I'm agreeing with you, and I'm
Yeah,
saying he is one of the things you got to look at is I said delivery a minute ago. Like sometimes niggas could both have flows or whatever, and niggas could be
absolutely.
saying shit, but it be the delivery. Like
Yeah,
like if you look at shit, like if you go to battle raps, you know what I'm saying, and you look at both MCs and they up there. If a nigga just got more stage presence, sometimes he will make his shit hit the crowd
sound
hard.
that much better.
Right. It'll hit the crowd harder
Yeah,
than just the other nigga that's just like he might be flowing and just staying in the pocket like this, but the other nigga that's just so creative and got all the movements and is delivering it a certain way, inflection and changing his voice and doing all this other shit. Like it's just not regular. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's like it's some shit that it's motherfuckers out here where you cannot imitate them niggas. Like for instance, when Drake did the AI and was trying to do Tupac, it was Drake's cadence. So you knew it
yeah.
wasn't
It
no
wasn't
Tupac.
Tupac's. Yeah, it
So
wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
so it's the same thing. Like nigga, can you imitate Kendrick on AI? Can a nigga imitate Kendrick on AI? Do you think somebody can really do it like that?
nah, nah.
The thing that makes Kendrick hard to duplicate is that even in that song, he hit you with five different. It was like four or five different, like the flow, the cadence, like the inflection of the voice. It changed like four times.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's like you can't. Yeah, you can AI. You maybe can AI one of his sounds, but he has so many different. You know, so many different places he could go to with his voice. That's what I'm talking about, the creativity, man. Like it's it's really levels to this shit. You understand? Like it's really levels to this shit. And no disrespect to Drake, he's a great artist. He's a great um music maker. But he just it I just haven't seen it. Like he's never been challenged to me because he's always, whenever he got into something as far as like a beef of any kind, he was always either the bigger artist or it was um it was passive aggressive, the subliminal shit, right? So when he came at Hove, it was passive aggressive. It was like, hey, I'm gonna throw a little shot over here, and they was doing that back then. Remember, Hove would get into it with 50, and they would just throw a couple little shots. We just gonna
Yeah.
pass, you know.
I'm a
yeah,
dollar
I'm gonna
dollar.
throw a
What the
shot,
fuck is 50 cents? Yeah.
but I'm
yeah,
not gonna.
yeah,
We not engaging like that. Like this is not like. I think to me, one of the craziest hip hop beefs, you know what I'm saying, that I can remember is it was everybody says Hove and Nas. I think Beanie Siegel, and
And
Jadakiss.
Jadakiss,
and Jadakiss,
nigga,
Jadakiss, yeah,
man.
yeah.
That
Hey,
gave you
hey,
everything
hey,
you needed.
Uma. I almost,
Li-
and I'm not even lying to you. I almost spent some time to look into all of the shit that was going on between them and just kind of break the shit down and bring that into this today. Like
Yeah.
literally, I was like, damn, should I? But I never really got into it because I saw I forgot what interview I saw of Beanie Siegel a couple days ago, and just in the midst of all of this shit, that made me think of his beef with Jadakiss because he said, you know, it was getting serious, and he was like,
It gave you
Yeah.
everything. It gave you everything. It gave you the music side. It got leaked into the streets. Remember, their crews were involved, so
"Hmm?
you had the locks and what
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
D block. It was D block versus state property.
And
Like,
state
state
property.
property, yeah."
it got crazy. It got crazy, and that was before the camera phone. So you know what I'm saying? Shit was happening in the streets. Like that was crazy. But you know, we're not seeing anything like that right now. But what I'm saying is when Drake beefed, he either was the bigger artist, so whoever was beefing against him never stood a chance because they just didn't have the cachet and they didn't have the fan support to even challenge Drake, right? He in the last few years has finally started to get into some shit where niggas is challenging him like, nigga, you've been sitting on the throne for a long time. We want what you got, or we don't think that you deserve to be up there. And I don't give a fuck how many corporate sponsors you have. I don't give a fuck how many motherfuckers is behind you spinning that wheel respectfully to anybody that thinks that Drake is no different than any other artist and everybody has people behind them spinning wheels. We want you to come defend your throne.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless how his young fans look at it, regardless how his 15 that fan base from 12 to 25 will worship Drake and anything he says, whether he wins or loses. The real ones know. The people in the industry know. Drake himself, a fan of the sport, understands. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, you're going to have to show me something that I've never heard before from Drake. You're going to have to take it to a place creative. Like, and I think that's what he tried to do with the whole AI thing because it was different. You've never seen it done before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's using other people's voices. It was creative. You're going to have to
Mm-hmm.
come with something like that to beat Kendrick because Kendrick does that on every single album. This nigga won a fucking Pulitzer Prize. What the fuck are we talking about here, bro? Like, and that's why, like, when I get
So
passionate, listen, our last couple of videos about this shit, we've got a lot of engagement from it, right? We had
mhm.
a lot of people that love Drake in the comments. And the first thing they say is, oh, look at this nigga here. You could tell he hates Drake. No, I love the music. Drake has never been
Yeah.
challenged lyrically, and it's starting. Niggas is coming for his head. Bro, you gonna have to show what they say, you're gonna have to shit or
Well,
get off the pot.
he had never really been because it wasn't. This ain't the first time, but he hadn't really been challenged lyrically.
Right. So, you know, you gonna have to
so
shit or
so
get off the pot, bro.
so let's recap the timeline. So March 22nd, it was like that, and that was and Kendrick Lamar was the feature on there. Threw the shots at Drake, threw the shots at J. Cole. Then J. Cole came back on April 4th with 7 Minute Drill. Shortly after, he came with the apology.
Let's not
Then
forget about
dro-
that. Do we have the date of that, Kevin Nigajowski, the apology?
it was on tour. I want to say that it was April 8th.
Okay.
It was the next day. It was like
Uh,
either a day or two after you dropped the song, after you dropped
Okay.
the album.
so
Too bad he didn't make April Fools, right?
then we got the push up, drop and give me 50 with Drake. That came out April 13th. Then also on April 13th, Champagne Moments, Rick Ross came out hours later.
Man, look, can we
Then
pause right there for a minute? Is
what's up?
so s- is anything else going to become of the Rick Ross situation? The Rick Ross diss?
Rick Ross is
Like,
still
is that
talking shit.
he is, but is it like is he being disrespected because his is
No,
not getting
he
okay?
understands. He understands. Like he said it today. He said,
Yeah.
I know we're not cool, but let me tell you something, white boy. Please, if you know what's good for you, don't respond to Kendrick. Like, so Rick Ross has staked his claim, you
Okay.
know. But Rick Ross, I think he understands that um what's happening. And again, Rick Ross is stamped, solidified in the rap game. He went to war
Mhm.
with 50 Cent. He went to war with 50 Cent, and they shit was similar to the Jadakiss Beanie Siegel shit, where it was violence, it was on wax, it was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And he got shot at multiple times and all kind of shit. You know, artists from his label got, got jumped and all. It was crazy. A lot of stuff happened, and he lived to tell about it, right? He beat the
Mhm.
not even beat, but he stumped on the charges of him being a CO, right? Being a correctional officer. Like, okay, yeah. And like,
Mhm. He was about
so
to say
Rick
he
Ross,
beat the Chargers.
I was gonna say he beat the charges, right,
That
right.
nigga was in court.
But but
The
Rick
state of New
Ross,
York versus Rick Ross.
but
It
Rick
says here it alleges you're a correctional officer.
but Rick Ross is solidified. He don't, but and he understands as a fan. Again, we're talking about these are high level guys. Rick Ross understands, and he's a fan of the sport, so he understands that right now it's a clash of the Titans, Drake versus Kendrick. Right, Drake, you can only talk about you being richer than the rest of these guys for so long. Hey, okay, you got
Yeah.
more money than Kendrick, great. Um, you get more bitches than Kendrick. He's married or has a fiance or whatever.
Hey,
Great.
hey, but
Like,
hey, but that nigga Kendrick said, "Nigga, show me your splits." Like, what
right, right,
you
right.
signed to the nigga who signed to the nigga who said he signed to that nigga. Like, where your shit at? Like,
Yeah.
you
So
say
Yeah.
you making more money,
But
but how many
wait,
niggas you
wait,
got
wait.
fucked?
I gotta finish the dates,
Oh,
man.
my bad. Kevin Nigajowski. Where the timeline at?
So I finished off on the 13th with Champagne Moments and Rick Ross. Then April 19th, we had Taylor Made, Drake, where he used the AI, right? And now April 30th, we have Euphoria with Kendrick Lamar. So right now, um, even though Drake took down the Taylor Made song, um, we still have Drake with two
A-
songs.
a- and make that clear why he took that Taylor made shit down
Because he got the cease and desist letter from the Tupac
with
what
the
is it? What is
Tupac
it? What is it?
Shakur estate.
the
No,
state.
yeah, the estate. Yeah, the Tupac, yeah, the estate. So, but still, the public still knows it. The song is still on
Oh
YouTube. You can
yes,
still so you can still I'm just saying, so it's out
that
there.
shit is
So
out there.
right now we have two Drake songs, we have one Kendrick Lamar song. So if you put these two together and you put this one right here against these two, who do you say right now is winning the battle when you look at these two in this one?
Nigga, it's clear. What the fuck? What wait, what that
I,
whoa,
I,
whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
would
whoa, whoa, wait. What
I would ask
what
it for the viewers,
hey,
man.
what
I gotta ask it for the people that are
hey,
gonna chime
hold on.
in.
What the nigga
I gotta ask it
wait,
so
wait,
that it's
nigga, what
said.
the nigga and do the right thing say? The niggas that used to kill the one that was like, why do they call you Sweet Dicker Willie? You remember that nigga? He was like
Absolutely.
when the Chinese when the Chinese dude was like, I
I'm
block
black.
her, I
I'm
block
black
her.
too.
Nigga,
Yeah.
it's as clear as day that he wasn't black. It's as clear as day to me that Kendrick is winning. And what that old nigga say, he said, open your eyes. Open your
Yeah.
eyes. Nigga, if you think that this nigga ain't winning right now, open your eyes. Stop playing,
It,
man.
again, if you think that he's not winning at this moment, he never stood a chance with you
Come
before you
on.
heard it. And that's what I'm trying
Right.
to say. Like the people that are saying, like, oh, Kendrick, like he never stood a chance. And speaking of cease and desist, Kendrick spoke about in the song Drake um um, doing a cease and desist to take down the Like That remix with Kanye, right? Like that's that soft
Yeah.
shit. Like this is competitive rap. Why you don't like it? So you gonna put a cease and desist to get it taken down?
Man.
Like that's soft, right? Again, Kendrick talked
He's
about he likes Drake with the melodies.
Yeah, make some shit.
Dra-
Hey,
uh,
make
uh,
some shit I could kick it with my girl too, nigga. Give me
you know, and that's why Kendrick was paying homage, or as Uban would say, homage
Homage.
to Kanye. With the "We don't want to hear you say nigga no more."
Right.
That's that Kanye.
Yeah, we
We
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
hear
hear that
that
weak
weak
shit
shit.
no
No.
Hey, but
more.
look,
Yeah, that's
both listen, and I so I've been asking questions because I'm saying like both of the niggas are dope. Like they done
yeah.
made dope music, all that stuff. That's why I was asking y'all a minute ago, like, who wins? Because they like who wins, how do they win? But not on okay, not only that, because Kevin, I don't know what you said, Uban. Kevin said it would be the dirt that they reveal about the other person.
Yeah, just the real shit, man. Like,
The only
I mean, honestly, that's like West Coast diss rap. West Coast diss rap is different from East Coast diss rap. West Coast rap, them niggas gonna talk about you from start to finish. That's just how they're gonna air your ass out.
the
East
only
Coast, go on.
I'd say the only way Drake can win this is to do, and it's not what they're saying, right? The reason Pusha T beat Drake is not that he exposed him for having a child. It's that he had that bombshell and he created, I mean, he drugged the whole family. And when you finished, it's almost like you sitting there like, wow, what the fuck did I just listen to? Like, like niggas was so like Cameron said that he I think he got shot in DC once because when he played the role of Alpo and Paid in Full, niggas took it serious and thought like he was really that person, right? So
Mm,
like
mm.
so and people like would get mad at him when they saw him in public because he played that role too well. That's how I felt about Pusha T when he finished with Drake. Like that after that song, I was like, nigga, are you that evil? Like the OVO shit when he hit the 40 with the 666 tick tick
Oh
tick.
man.
Like so, but what I'm saying is Drake is gonna have to come with something on that level that it doesn't necessarily it would have to well he what has he said about Kendrick honestly and this is a very honest question what so far in his two songs what has he said about Kendrick besides he wears a size 7 shoe, he's short, and he's getting raped for his publishing, or he was getting raped for his publishing because now he's doing everything by himself. Like even the song that
So
Euphoria today.
well, but that's why I was saying Drake was probably doing that as just I'm warming up. I'm putting the little teaser out there. I just want to see what you gonna come back with, and then he gonna drop whatever he's
What he
just
had in the
really,
chamber.
you know what I mean? Because even we were saying last time that he got something. Remember, Uban, you
In
was
the,
like
yeah,
he doing too much. Come out and play because they
yeah,
probably already got some shit ready. You know what I'm saying? So he like, okay, he
hey,
said this, he said that. We already got this shit written, but throw a line in that addresses that, a couple lines that address this, and then push it. Like he could be sitting on some shit. Pause. Could be
but
sitting on something that you know that's heavy,
look,
and then it's like, oh, okay.
but check this out. If and I believe Drake has something. Kendrick said, what do you say? Try cease and desist. Try cease and desist on that like that record. Ho, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back. I
Yeah,
like that record.
yeah.
I'm gonna get back to that for the record. So let's see if Kendrick comes in. His next joint is over the back to back beat. Like he's definitely telling him, no. Listen to what he said.
Hey, if
Back
this nigga go jacking for beats and shit, it's
back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Like he's telling him, like, hey, hold on, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like we just warming up. So Drake, if you feel like you got something, I feel like Kendrick got something. It was some reports out there that said that this diss was originally 19 minutes long.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So he's got some stuff then. That's
19 minutes long. It was originally 19 minutes
at
long.
that rate. At
19.
that rate, that's 2 more songs. If
So
he goes 6-minute songs,
Did you say
damn.
19, nigga?
so what I'm saying is, Drake, I really want to see Drake come with something that's gonna make people be like, ooh, not just his fans saying like, oh, Drop and Give Me 50 was like the best song of the year, right? Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, no.
Now this is fan talk. I'm talking about I need something that's gonna have the people that are rooting for Kendrick Lamar say, hold on, whoa. Because so far, like that, the original, like that, which is still like number one on certain streaming platforms, still 5 weeks later, like that was the original thing that dropped and it got everybody's attention. And that shit made people say, whoa. Drake comes back
Yeah.
eventually with the drop and give me 50. People were like, okay, thank you for responding. The AI shit made people say, whoa. But again, it wasn't Drake's verse that made people go, whoa. It was the fact that he used the AI that got people's attention.
Yeah.
Kendrick, he gets the volley back, and now he got people saying that. I don't know what internet y'all niggas was on today. Kendrick had the internet in a chokehold today. Like,
So
and
then I was gonna ask, but I guess that would answer the question that I have. I had two more questions. One of them would be, did Kendrick's response meet y'all's expectation?
absolutely,
It exceeded the expectation.
absolutely,
Exceeded.
absolutely.
Not met, exceeded.
And the
Okay.
funniest part about Kendrick's response is there's people out there that say, yeah, that wasn't like a kill shot. If you think that that wasn't a kill shot, it just speaks to the expectations people have for Kendrick, the level of respect people have for Kendrick, and they honestly believe that he can go to another level,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
right? So, and what I'm hearing on the Drake side is a lot of people that even Drake fans are like, "Hey, Drake, you got to come with something." It's not like, "Hey, that that, that, that drop and give me 50 wasn't a kill shot, but he can get like no, like nobody's calling that a kill. People, even the Drake fans are saying, like the real ones, the rational, reasonable ones are saying like, yo, you got to come with something. We need to see something.
Yeah.
So you was telling Kendrick to save the West Coast, nigga. Come save Canada, nigga, before you start, you know,
Oh,
worrying about other
oh,
shit's backyard.
and when you said, before I asked the last question, when you said that shit about Kendrick coming and saving the West Coast, not only did he say, "Yeah, I'm stepping up for the West," but he said, "I am speaking for the culture, nigga. I'm saying the shit
Yes.
that everybody else think about your ass." So once again,
They about
another
to try.
bold stance. So
They about to Diddy Drake lyrically.
This nigga. My last question for y'all. My last question for y'all, man. Last question for y'all. So earlier when we started talking about Jadakiss and uh Beanie
Beans.
Siegel having an issue, state property, and D Block with the locks, all that. Ubang mentioned that it spilled over in the streets and everything, but he also said, "But yeah, you didn't have cameras and all that shit, so you didn't catch everything, so you didn't know, it wasn't under the microscope like shit is today."
Mm-hmm.
And hip hop wasn't consumed like it is today. With the way music consumption is, and hip hop in particular, and how it's grown, and you got all kinds of people who are listening to it. And I think, I wish I would remember who Ubang sent, where um the dude was talking about who his favorite artist was, uh and he was like genuinely speaking and saying he was talking about Gucci. He was like, Gucci Man was his favorite artist. Yeah,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah,
All right, NASCAR racer.
yeah, the NASCAR race. Yeah.
yeah,
And he was genuinely like speaking on like dropping titles of his tracks and all that kind of shit. So
yeah.
I'm just saying it's more, the reach is is way out there now, right? So with the reach
Mm-hmm.
of hip hop being way out there, I'm giving y'all a long ass preface, but I'm getting to it. With the reach of hip hop being way out there, could this battle, could this beef be considered the biggest in hip hop history?
It depends on how long it goes. Let's see how long it goes.
As of now, it's probably the second biggest battle in hip hop history, just because of the reach, right? You got social media, people are tapping in every second. There's probably so many response videos and response um, podcasts that are talking about this, that are already creating content for it within 24 hours. We hopped on the podcast within 24 hours to discuss it. When we talk about it, we talk about
Yeah.
sports primarily, right? Mixed with hip hop culture. But when we talk about this gets the most views. So it's far reaching. Like, these are our best performing videos when we talk about Drake and Kendrick. The only one that I can see that has topped this beef is the Nas and Jay-Z, because at the time that was the argument. It was
Right.
Nas, Jay-Z, and Biggie Smalls who had passed away, right? So now you got two dudes at the top of the food chain, Nas and Jay-Z, and they're fighting to see who's going to be at the top. J. Cole, you gracefully bowed out. So now we have the two dudes at the top of the food chain fighting it out to see who's going to be top dog. So with the social media push, right?
And that's
This
why I'm
has
asking, because I don't want it to be misconstrued that I'm saying, yeah, this is the biggest one in history. I'm asking because it could have a little of that prisoner of the moment type deal too. Like, this is what's hot right now, right? And everybody's
Mm-hmm.
jumping on it right now. But to the point that you're starting to make, Ubang, which is the reason why I asked, the reach is crazy.
yeah,
And the
and the
coverage of
artist
it
just too
is
good.
crazy.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna change my answer on that because you did clarify it, saying with the social media push. So with the social media push, I am gonna say that this is the biggest because this is the first beef that takes place in two different countries. We got niggas from Canada siding with Drake, and then we got niggas from the United States rooting for Kendrick. And then we have Gen Z rooting for Drake. We got the old heads rooting for
Millennials.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
millennials.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, but we consider they consider us the old heads now. So I think when you start looking at all those components, this is the bigger
I
beef.
mean, and that's why I asked, because I'm just saying, if it
Yeah,
were hot, if Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss had this type of push, or anybody else who was beefing back then had this type of push, or
It's
hip hop
still,
was as big as it is today, you know what I mean? Like, it's
it still wouldn't have been this big because at the time you could say Jadakiss was and Beanie Siegel were both um
yeah. Oh,
were
I'm
both under
definitely not saying
Jay-Z.
that they're Drake and
Yeah.
Kendrick. I'm saying I just
At
brought
that time,
them up because we talked about them, so I just wanted to kind of throw that in there.
yeah,
Like, there wasn't. There's some people who don't even, they don't even know about that. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? And it's like,
you want to hear something crazy? We didn't even
leave it up to Hove to X out Tommy Buns.
hey,
That
we
nigga
didn't
Jay Z did
speak.
not jump in on that
Hey,
either.
listen, speaking of Tommy Buns, that's why I was almost like you read my mind. So Drake replied to Kendrick on social media. That's his move, right? Again, him and 50 Cent have mastered the art of manipulating people through social media, right? It's did I send you guys did you guys see the thing that I sent you about 50? Did you see the energy under the Kendrick when he posted the little Kendrick shit?
yeah, yeah,
I've talked about in the past that like everything Drake did, 50 Cent's energy was like through the roof. Like, oh man, y'all done fucked
yeah.
up now. The little light skinned nigga doing work. When Kendrick dropped his shit, a certified
I'm
banger.
about to check and see how many views and shit that shit got
Oh yeah,
right
but
now.
anyway, so Drake had sent Drake sent something about what some of the lines in Kendrick's song, right?
Uban still nowhere
Yeah,
near what the Drake shit has. Ain't been on there as long,
exactly,
but
exactly. I know because 50 understands that Drake's fan base is huge, right? And if I can leech onto that fan base, I can steal some of those fans to cross over to be my fans. So that's why I gotta
Yeah.
get behind Drake 100%. So when Kendrick drops some shit that
and
really
had these and
annihilates
had
Drake,
these niggas watch every Power Book series I'm trying to push in niggas'
exactly.
faces.
So look, when
Tommy
when
got a
Kendrick
cousin. He's a new
when
Power Book series.
when Kendrick drops
A Drake lookalike.
when Kendrick drops a verse that annihilates or a song that annihilates all the other Drake shit, 50 Cent say, let's see here. This is real hip hop shit. Go check it out. I would have posted it, but it's too long. Shrug shoulders. Like, but your last shit for Drake was, in my professional expert opinion on this matter, leave this man alone. I've seen this movie before. It will not end well. You disagree, excuse me. Okay, then where's your shit at, boy? You get what I'm saying? You see the energy is different. It's off, but that's
Yeah.
not even what I was talking about. I was going to talk about, so if y'all go and look at Drake's in his story, he posted something from 10 Things I Hate About You, a movie where this white
Yeah, 10 things I hate about you. Yeah.
where this white kid is talking about like I hate this and I hate that. And it's in reference to
Yeah.
Kendrick's, it's in reference to Kendrick's diss when um he said, I
Mhm.
hate the way that you walk, I hate the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress, the way that you
but it was really an ode to DMX because DMX came to the Breakfast Club and they asked him if he likes Drake, and he was like,
Mhm.
"Nah, I don't like
Yeah.
Drake. I don't like the way he
Yeah.
dress. I don't like the way he walk. I don't like the
Yeah.
way he talk." You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Kendrick, and that's the culture. When we talk about the culture, he went and dug, bruh. It's not. I'm trying not to be a prisoner of the moment. I'm trying not to get caught up in the rapture. Kendrick
Caught up
is
in the rapture of you.
hey,
Ooh,
hey.
bong.
Mhm.
That's my shit too.
Like, you
That's my
gotta
shit.
really hit it.
And
Ba-ba-ba-ma-ma.
I seen Anita Baker in concert
And
last
then
year too.
that
So,
nigga Kevin was holding his mouth like Eddie Kane, nigga.
Nigga, I was lip syncing, man.
but again, like I was
Oh
saying
That's
though,
shit.
the lip sync.
but like I was saying though, like I think it's not Kendrick is not getting enough credit for like really going into the nuance. Like there's a lot of nuance in his rap in this diss. And like he hit Drake with a lot of punches that hurt. And whether Drake will admit it or not, Drake feels that. It hurts him because he's attacking you personally. You can call him, you can say Kendrick is 4'2". You can say he wears a size 2 in kids. Like you can say he's, what's that shit where Marlon Wayans was playing like a little he was a midget but played like a little kid or whatever, whatever movie that was. You can say that that's Kendrick, right?
Yeah,
That yeah, that shit is. But when he
yeah,
touches your soul, he questions you as a father. He questions you as a black man. He questions you as a tough guy. He says that you're jealous of
yeah.
women and that when you think that you a bad bitch like Sexy Red, right? And then you have the evidence. Drake likes to paint his nails. Drake likes to press his hair. Like Drake wears barrettes in his hair. This nigga thinks he's a bad bitch. Like
Hey,
he is literally touching your
this
soul, bro.
speaking of movies, this nigga Ubon going in. Like
I'm
that
trying
nigga
to tell
Kendrick is like that nigga Kendrick is Charlie Murphy in Harlem Nights, like blah, 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 blah. And Drake is a nigga like
With what?
Pat with, with the 22 Pat. If you don't stop shooting that shit, nigga.
So I
Oh
know
man.
I know people in the comments when it's all said and done, they gonna say, "Oh, look at old boy, he's a Kendrick fan." I'm a fan of the sport, and what Kendrick delivered right now, I understand why he's a Pulitzer Prize winner. Like
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
different.
yeah.
He's different. You understand? So
But Drake's
you know,
Drake's re- like I said, when Kendrick was gonna have a response, I believe Drake has some shit. He's gonna come back with some shit. And I mean, and if it's you know if it's dope, then we should be held to the standard of giving that shit the same type of energy. Cause
hey, absolutely. I'm not.
But
And guess what?
I mess with Drake.
yeah,
And guess what? I'm not rushing it. Drake, take your time. I
yeah, oh
don't
yeah,
need I don't need any more microwave rap. I don't need another. Hey, he wears a size 7. Like that's
Nah,
great.
man, Drake.
No, no, hold on. That's great. If you're gonna roast somebody like that, then you have to think ether. Nas went like next level with it. We knew that Jay Z was the bigger star. Jay Z was the considered by many the better lyricist at the time, right? Some, depending on what type of rap you
I could say that was probably that I was gonna say that might have been 50-50, man. I
again,
think that one split down the middle.
it's a split. And the thing with Jay-Z and Nas was whichever side you were on, it was pick a side. Like I'm a Jay-Z fan. So by default,
Yeah,
I had to side with Jay. But Ether, it doesn't matter who you're a fan of. That shit, when that shit comes on, dun, dun,
it's
dun,
ridiculous.
when that drum line
Yeah,
kicks,
mm-hmm,
you hear that
yeah,
ether, it's like, oh my gosh, this a nigga getting murdered. Like, I'm a
yeah.
Jay-Z
yeah,
fan. Ether, it, you know what I'm saying? What they say when that shit it broke the color lines. It doesn't matter what side it doesn't matter what side you're on, bro. You're a white guy, you're a black guy. This shit right here is for everybody. So that's where Drake needs to go. I need
yeah.
Drake to go there. Whatever that looks like, whatever the bag that is, if you possess it, my guy, go there now,
Mm,
please.
mhm.
Pop the trunk
I need,
right
I
now.
need, I
And
need.
they're saying white men can't jump. I'm going back to my car to get my other gun. When I'm
Right.
shooting all y'all.
You know what? Nah, you know what? I want I want Drake to be creative, be different. Since Kendrick Lamar likes to sing and shit, go and hit that nigga with the singing shit.
No.
And I want the nigga to hit him with the
Fuck
singing
no.
shit. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes.
Not,
I want the
not
nigga to hit him
in
with the singing
this.
shit.
You want
I
this
want
nigga to
that nigga to hit
sing
him
in
with the singing
this?
shit. I want him to hit him with the singing shit,
And
man. Yeah, I do.
Nah,
nah.
he gotta go bad guy on him.
Nah, man. I want him to hit him with the singing shit.
Drake gotta go bad guy on him.
Right. Like
Let's
the
go with the
singing
singing shit,
shit.
Drake.
This nigga Kevin want to hit him with the Eddie Kane.
Hey man, hit him with the
I ain't
singing shit. Nah, cause I mean, listen, man, nobody's gonna expect the singing shit. Everybody expecting something else. The singing shit, no one is expecting. So hit him with the singing shit.
Nah, man. Nah. Because
You gotta go to
no,
you
no,
gotta go somewhere where no
no,
one's expecting you to
no.
go.
Because if Kendrick would have did a whole song in the form of the way he started, that shit wouldn't have been, niggas would have been like, what?
no.
Like this, no, this ain't it. Nah, that nigga don't need to sing.
But that's not Kendrick's style though.
But what he's saying
What do you
is like
mean?
in this type of battle,
The singing shit.
no. But what I'm saying is in this type of battle, and so Drake has carved out, and people have just again, I don't. People have talked about how Drake has used the black culture to his advantage when he needed it, right? But would
Mhm.
never step out on anything political for the black culture. He's never spoken on anything political. He just comes out and raps or whatever. But
Yeah.
when he wants to turn into a pop star and start singing, he can do that. That's one of his biggest knocks. Is like, nah, you come and borrow from the culture from time to time. But Drake has the ability whenever he wants to, as he shows you when he went he did the back to back on Meek Mill, or when he had the Duppy freestyle against Pusha T. He has the ability to get into that dark bag and really rap.
But
Don't fucking come out here singing. Okay.
right, that's
Don't
what
do
I'm saying. Like this type of shit,
don't.
this type of shit don't call for no this don't call for no singing energy, nigga. Like this does not call for singing energy. This motherfucker
Yeah.
come and start
Drake, if you
singing some
listening,
shit.
sing. Come on, Drake.
This nigga pushing him
Don't
out
do
there like he in a talent show. Go on, baby, show him what you can do. Sing. Fuck out of here, man. See Kevin
Go on and
tripping.
sing, Drake.
Hey,
Hit him with the
Umar,
unknown,
this
Drake.
nigga tripping, man.
Go-
sing a song.
Full of the faith that the